Boelter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer, top 100.
Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks.
DK Metcalf from
Nate Burleson, you're watching NorbCam.
NorbCam.
You're watching NorbCam.
This is NorbCam coming at you with breaking news from the Seattle Seahawks. This just in. The Seattle Seahawks have fired offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer. Yes, according to Twitter just minutes ago, Brian Schottenheimer, they said on Twitter, Seahawks say, Brian Schottenheimer is a fantastic person and coach, and we thank him for the last 3 years. Citing philosophical differences, we have parted ways. So, yes, for those of you who are in the fire Schottenheimer camp, you just got your wish. Brian Schottenheimer was fired just moments ago. In the same day that John Schneider was extended for another 6 years till the draft of 2027. So it looks like at this point we are going to have the core of the architects of the team, Pete Carroll and John Schneider, will be the main staples of the Seahawks while they search now for a new offensive coordinator. Look at this. We got the chat's already going. Let's get Anthony Lynn right now. Rishi Oscote Peterson for OC. Doug Peterson, that would be intriguing. Right? You know, there's a lot of these guys, I think of like the Dan Quinns of the world, who are great coordinators who tried to make that step to head coach and for whatever reason didn't work out long term or even short term. And next thing you know, they are back to doing what they did before they became head coaches, which is coordinators. Now, in this case, we're out a coordinator, but a lot of with the coaching carousel, you know, being open out there with so many firings, there could be some options. NorbCam for OC, yeah. I'll just send in my my Madden games and say, check this out. Let the work speak for themselves. All right. Yeah, this is not an April Fool's joke or anything like that. Some people are asking Bob, why did they fire him? Well, it was what I said. The more I looked into this, the more I started thinking about the last 3 years. You know, this season, started on a fire, but then once they figured us out, it's like we didn't have a counter move. You know, we just all of a sudden it was just a slow, tumbling downward spiral for the offense that never quite picked up and culminated in the worst performance we've seen in a long time in the playoffs. Same thing last year with slow starts. And then the year before that, a one and done in the playoffs against the Cowboys. So under Schottenheimer, we've gone one and done and lost to the Packers in the divisional round. Not that it was horrible, but again, citing philosophical differences, they've parted ways. Coach Pete Carroll did say in his press conference he wants to go back to running the ball more. And maybe that's the fact that he said that and the fact that I heard myself, and I'm sure a lot of you guys complaining that, man, why are we not running the ball? Why are we not running the ball? And I kept saying, who's to blame for this? And the fact that that they're now firing Schottenheimer, maybe that was the thing. Maybe he wasn't the one committed to the run, despite the fact that maybe Coach Pete Carroll wanted to run the ball more. Perhaps it was one of those things where he was trying to let Schottenheimer do his thing. And as everything came to an end, and then the words coming out of Pete Carroll over the last few days indicating that he wants to go back to, you know, more of the style that he's been used to, maybe there was a conflict. Maybe there was internally a conflict of philosophies that weren't that just wasn't jiving. You know, maybe maybe it started off because, you know, it seemed like in the beginning of the year this was never the style that Pete Carroll that fits his scheme. Right? He's not a throw the ball, you know, long, score tons of points. He's a run the ball, play good defense, and keep the score close and have a few explosive plays. That's kind of been their typical system of how Pete Carroll runs things. And it started to get back to that at the end, but then offensively, it did seem like we were still throwing the ball, you know, strange, you know, not effective pass plays. Over the last few days, I've definitely kind of slid to that side, feeling like, maybe it's time for a change. It has been 3 years now. And if you haven't by 3 years at least improved. You know, you can kind of forgive the first year. You're kind of getting your system worked out. And then the second year, kind of getting things figured out. You should be starting to improve by then. And then the third year, you should have your system entrenched. It shouldn't be going backwards, which is what it felt it was. So anyway, that's my feeling, which to me means they're probably not going to change coordinators. I bet Ken Norton is still there next year. That would be my feeling, is that the way that the defense ended on a positive note, that he's solidified his job for at least another year, and that, what have you done for me lately? And lately, just Schottenheimer didn't do much. So, dronies, the super chat said, Norb, we finally signed Chip Kelly, knowing Seattle. Well, I don't know about that. Chip Kelly had his run there, but yeah, I know some of these coaches who are on the firing block could be interesting. Could be very interesting. Now, I hope you guys will join in here. We do have the Coach's Corner coming up in just 30 minutes. So this was just a quick, I had to say something as a breaking news. I had to talk about it. Just pretty big. It was probably the biggest debate question that we were going to talk about this week, and it's already been answered. Should Schottenheimer be given another year? Well, we won't have to debate that question because it's already been decided for us. No offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer. He is done with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's the first of many big questions asked. Does tell a lot, which also means, well, other questions. One question answered, more questions to come. But again, we are going to break down the harsh look at some of the key plays, the key plays that doomed the Seahawks against the Rams in that wild card game on Saturday. So join me and Coach Marsh in about 30 minutes, and we're going to break down this game, look at some plays, and he's always got some tricks up his sleeve. So he's probably going to work in some other things that I don't see coming, because that's just the way he rolls. So I'm looking forward to this. I hope you guys are too. Yes, it'll be hard to do it, but sometimes you got to ask Coach Pete Carroll. I can't say that right. Coach Pete Carroll always likes to call Monday Tell the Truth Monday. Well, this is Tell the Truth Tuesday as far as the NorbCam show is concerned, with another Coach's Corner coming up at 5 o'clock p.m. So hope you guys will watch that. That's it. I want to say thank you to my sponsor here, Daniel Dovin of Dovin Real Estate. Despite the fact that the Seahawks are out of the playoffs, he is continuing to support my channel. We're going to go down this journey at least through the rest of the season to the end of the Super Bowl, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But you haven't heard the last of Daniel Dovin, and I hope if you guys are looking for real estate in the Seattle area, buying or selling, please consider giving Daniel Dovin a call. He's a good guy, knows his stuff. Check out his link in the description. He'll take good care of you with his white glove concierge service. All right, more to come in less than 30 minutes. Hope you guys will be there on Coach's Corner. For now, this is Norb Cowley with breaking news, and talk to you guys later. Go Hawks.